frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
I got you, son. I got you.
Off play action. Sheehan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sheehan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 81 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharp. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to take off with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go, Louie. Watch the slant.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike, check. 59. 3 buzz.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, 15. 50 to Mike. Let's go. Mike's 50. Hey, watch this.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The catch made by Miller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 13.
They'll run on first down. Holmes. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake. Sheehan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready. 50, plant. Greystone, travel. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready?
Looking to throw. Sheehan. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Protein spill.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Undercrush. Blue draw corkers. Check. Hey, exit.
57's the mic.
Five.
Looking to throw on second down. Sheehan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, 57. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm going to run through it.
From the gun, Sheehan. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. And he cuts it right into space. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 4. Check down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Going left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
X3, 218, chop hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down. Sheehan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
On 2nd down, it's Holmes. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Yellow.
Watch the screen.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howell. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary playing up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Army. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
15.
Come, Charlie. Defense, let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for number 31. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready. Send over.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. No problem there on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm here all day. 54 big. Watch 57. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 3rd down gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check, ready. 15 running. 15 running. Let's see what you got.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got 43, 43, 15. Go. 50, Max, 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Holmes has got it complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, 57, 57.
Wow, 50's the mic, 50's the mic.
Now here's Mahomes. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Holmes. Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Sheehan. Throw left side complete. It's King. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score, Chiefs 38.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10.
Check three, check three.
43, 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Haywood. Mike 50, Mike 50. He don't know no better. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Strong right.
15.
Check 31. Check 31. Smoke. To Mike. 51 to Mike. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's great. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Holmes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Come on now.
Easy.
Box track. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
43.
Mike's 50. Alpha. 50. All day, baby. All day. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. To throw is Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Mahomes completes it to Miller. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Attack, attack!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Bravo!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I'm here all day. Hey, exit. Mike 50, Mike 50. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
51, Mike 51. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Broncos, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.